Welcome to News from the Sound, a weekly cooperative effort between BCTV and the Sound newspaper. I'm Nicole Ball, and here are your highlights from the Sound September 2nd issue. Early this week, 100 seniors gathered to hear First Selectman Anthony DeRoss talk about his idea to deliver a new senior center in a renovated, expanded space on North Main Street. DeRoss's plans would include moving seniors out of their current center in Canoe Brook on Cherry Street into a larger space on North Main Street. His plans also include a property swap between the town and property developers Keach Development Corporation. A planning and zoning meeting with the corporation is set for later this week to discern the feasibility of property swap plans. You can read this full story in the Sound and online at zippo6.com/Brantford. Also check the website for updates on the upcoming planning and zoning meeting. To say that plans for the $12.5 million new firehouse were doused might be an understatement for some who've been working on this project since the late 80s. On August 26th, the majority vote at a special joint meeting of two representative town meeting committees will keep the firehouse issue from reaching a full RTM vote on September 15th. The new firehouse will now be referred out of committee. The cost of the new facility is one reason the RTM has decided to postpone the forward progress of the new headquarters. Check the Sound and zippo6.com for updates regarding the future plans of the firehouse. North Brantford resident Mary Caruso is Person of the Week and has just been appointed to the Connecticut Council for People with Disabilities. She's also a founding board member of the nonprofit Frederick's Ataxia Research Alliance. But first, Mary is the mother of two teenage daughters who have the nerve-affecting disease ataxia. She and her family helped establish the Northford nonprofit Open Your Heart, Help the Community Incorporated, which will have its first annual dinner on Friday, September 10th at 6 p.m. at the Owenego Inn here in Brantford to support research for those diagnosed with ataxia. Tickets are $50 per person. Tables of 8 or more may be reserved in advance. For tickets, contact Allison at openyourheartct.org. In sports, check out the Brantford Senior American Legion Post-83 baseball team's season review this week in the Sound and online at zippo6.com. Find out which crucial games this team won in order to make it all the way to the World Series, and check out what next year's plans are. Did you attend the Pilot Pen tennis tournament this year? We spotted some Brantford kids at the event and chatted with Pilot Pen's tennis industry marketing coordinator, Matt Ferenza, a Brantford resident. Head to zippo6.com to learn more. In Living, this week's story by Living editor Meredith Crawford explores one man's story of finding humor and purpose among life's challenges. At just 19, Jeffrey Mateski was paralyzed from the chest down after a car accident in which he was not wearing a seatbelt and the driver in the car was drunk. Today, he's an IT engineer and a husband, a father to 3, and now the author of his memoir, They Call Me Two Wheels. Read a full interview with Jeff on zippo6.com. Thinking about seeing The Switch starring Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston? Read our review online now at zippo6.com. You can also like the Sound on Facebook for movie reviews and showtime sent right to you. And this week on the web, the Dan Cosgrove Animal Shelter in Brantford rescued more than 30 cats found in a hoarding situation last week. The cats have been treated by a local veterinarian and are ready for permanent homes or foster families. If interested in adopting a cat, please call the Brantford Animal Shelter at 203-315-4125. Head over to www.zippo6.com/Brantford to read a full story about the incident and see photos of the cats and the home from which they were removed. Are you headed to Taste the Shoreline event at the Guilford Fairgrounds this Saturday? Be sure to stop by the Zippo6 booth to have your picture taken as a chef. We'll supply you with the full kitchen props. All you have to do is say cheese. After the festival, we'll post the photos as a gallery on zippo6.com/Brantford and some of them in the Sound. And finally, we hate to be the bearers of bad news, but summer's really over. In fact, it's time again to plan for leaf pickup. In the local scoop box on zippo6.com/Brantford, you'll find out when the town will be picking up leaves and how often. Well, that's it for News from the Sound this week. We'll see you next week.